Hey everyone, welcome back to the Native English Podcast. I'm Sarah, and today we are going to talk about something that sounds very simple, but is actually quite deep when you really sit with it.
And I'm John. Yes, today we are talking about success, one of those words we hear absolutely everywhere, all the time. But I do not think we always stop and honestly ask ourselves what it actually means for us personally.
Exactly, like we use this word so often, success this, successful that. But if someone looked you in the eye and asked, what does success actually mean to you right now? It is not always easy to answer straight away.
For a long time, I just assumed success meant having a stable job, earning decent money, being financially secure. That was the complete picture in my head.
Same here, and I think so many people grow up with that exact same idea. You study hard, you get a job, you earn money, and that combination means you have succeeded at life. Done.
But after some time, that definition starts to feel a little incomplete somehow.
Right, because you can have all of those things and still feel like something is genuinely missing, like you are going through the motions but not really living.
Yes, like something important is absent, but you cannot quite name it.
For me now, success feels much more personal than it used to. It's not just about what I own or what my job title says. It's more about how I actually feel during my ordinary everyday life.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I started noticing smaller things more, like when I finish something I plan to do, or when I stay consistent with a habit for several days in a row. That genuinely feels good. That feels like something worth noticing.
And those are exactly the kinds of things we usually just walk past without acknowledging. We wait for some big dramatic result before we allow ourselves to feel successful. But daily progress matters enormously.
Daily progress is what eventually builds those big results anyway. You can't have one without the other.
True, and I think another really important thing is that success is simply not the same for every person. Two people can live completely different kinds of lives, and both can feel genuinely successful in their own way.
100%. For one person, success might mean building an impressive career and reaching professional goals. For another person, it could mean having a calm and peaceful life with less stress and more time for the things they love.
Or even something that sounds simple on the surface, like learning English, for example. That's a real and meaningful goal for so many people. They move slowly, step by step, day by day.
And that's real success, because it takes genuine daily effort. It's not fast, it's not always exciting, but it's completely real, and it's happening.
And people don't give themselves nearly enough credit for that kind of work. They're doing the difficult, quiet work every day and still somehow feel like they're not doing enough.
Social media makes that so much worse, does it not? You open your phone and everywhere you look, it appears that everyone is doing something amazing and extraordinary.
Oh yes, and then that comparison creeps in. They're so far ahead, I'm falling behind. What am I even doing with my time?
But we genuinely do not know their full story. We only ever see the carefully selected good parts.
Exactly. Nobody posts about the slow days, the boring days, the days where nothing went right and motivation completely disappeared.
Right, and those are actually the most real parts of any success story. It's not always exciting or photogenic. Most of the time it's just normal, quiet effort.
Just showing up and doing your work, even on the days when you really don't feel like it at all. That's something people don't talk about nearly enough.
Success is usually not big dramatic moments. It's mostly small and quiet progress happening in the background.
Quiet progress. I really like that way of putting it, because honestly, life is not always fast or exciting. Sometimes things simply take time, and that has to be okay.
I've also noticed that my own definition of success has changed a lot over the years.
Yes, when we were younger, success felt very clear and straightforward. Good grades, reach your goals, move to the next level. Simple.
Now it feels much more layered. Career, money, health, mental peace, relationships, all of it together. It's more complex.
Sometimes just having balance feels like genuine success. Like if your life isn't completely overwhelming, if you feel reasonably okay, if you're managing things without falling apart, that can be enough.
Yes, I fully agree with that. I think people chase big, impressive things so intensely that they completely forget this part of the picture.
And then they feel exhausted all the time and still somehow feel like they're not successful, which is actually quite sad.
Because they might already be doing really well in ways that matter deeply, just in a different and quieter way than they expected.
We just need to define success on our own terms, not simply follow whatever definition everyone around us seems to be using.
Ask yourself what actually matters to you right now, not 5 years ago, not what other people say should matter, just right now, today, in your real life.
Yes, and that's such a good point, because success genuinely changes over time. What feels important and meaningful today might feel completely different later.
And that's not failure, that's growth. That means something has shifted inside you.
So in this conversation, we want to keep things simple, no complicated theories.
Just honest and simple things that actually help in real everyday life.
And maybe by the end, success will feel a little clearer and a little less overwhelming.
Or at least less confusing than it was before we started.
Yes, that's the goal. All right, let's get into the practical side of things. What can we actually do in daily life to move towards success in a real way?
For me, the biggest shift was when I stopped thinking so much about enormous, distant goals. Because big goals honestly feel exciting at first, but they also feel very heavy very quickly.
Yes, the weight of them can actually stop you from starting.
Exactly. So now I try to just focus on small things. What can I actually do today? Not next year, not next month, just today.
That makes complete sense. I used to get trapped in thinking too far ahead, and then I would feel stressed and paralyzed because the destination seemed impossibly far away.
Now I try to keep it really simple. I pick 1 or 2 small things for the day, and when I finish them, even if they are small, it genuinely feels like progress.
And that feeling really matters, because if you never feel any progress at all, you lose motivation very quickly.
Yes, when everything feels too big and too far away, you simply do not start. And starting is honestly the hardest part most of the time.
Once you actually begin something, it gets easier almost immediately. Even just 10 minutes of doing a thing counts as real progress.
Like, someone learning English does not need to study for 3 hours straight every single day. Even listening to something for 15 or 20 minutes consistently every day genuinely helps.
Consistency matters so much more than doing a huge amount in one single day. I have tried both approaches, and there is no comparison.
Same. Doing a lot in one day feels very productive in the moment, but then nothing for the next several days. And that pattern never leads anywhere good.
Doing a little every day feels slow and almost too simple, but it actually works so much better over time. The results sneak up on you.
Routine really helps with that. Not a rigid or perfect routine, just something simple and reliable. Having a consistent time when you do one important thing.
It removes all the mental debate about whether you are going to do it today or not. The question is already answered.
Exactly. When you already know what you need to do, you waste so much less time and energy deciding.
I usually keep a small list, not a long, overwhelming list, just a few things. That way I do not feel buried under too many tasks.
Yes, too many tasks on a list can actually make you feel completely stuck before you even begin. I've had days where I write a very ambitious list and then do absolutely nothing on it.
We have all been there.
It's a special kind of productive procrastination. Very convincing, but not very useful.
And distractions are such a significant problem. Phones, social media, they absorb so much time without you even noticing it happening.
Oh, yes, that's such a big one. Sometimes I pick up my phone for what feels like 1 minute, and suddenly 30 minutes have completely disappeared.
And then you feel that sinking feeling of wasted time and lost momentum.
So now I try to keep my phone in another room when I'm doing something that actually matters. Not perfectly every time, but more often than before.
Even small improvements in how you manage your attention make a real difference, and time does not have to be used perfectly.
Just a little better than before. That's honestly enough to start seeing changes.
We do not need perfect time management. Just being more aware and intentional about how we use our time is a meaningful start.
Learning something small every day also helps so much with that feeling of forward movement. Not in a big, dramatic way, just one idea, one new word, one tiny improvement.
Yes, it makes you feel like you're actually growing. Even if the growth is slow, it builds real confidence over time.
And health plays a surprisingly big role in all of this. When you're exhausted all the time, it's genuinely hard to stay consistent with anything.
True. Sleep, energy levels, taking proper breaks, we so often ignore these things, but they affect absolutely everything else.
I've noticed that when I don't rest properly, my focus disappears quickly, and then even small, simple tasks start feeling difficult and draining.
So keeping things balanced matters, not just work and effort, but genuine rest. Because if you completely burn out, you can't continue at all, and continuing is the whole point.
Yes, success is not about doing everything perfectly every single day. It's more about showing up again and again, even when you're tired, even when it's boring.
Just staying in the process, trusting the process even when you can't see the results yet. And I think that's something so many people forget. They want fast, visible results, and they're not willing to give things enough time.
But real change takes real time. There is honestly no shortcut for that part.
The good news is you don't need to do something huge every single day. Small, simple actions repeated over time add up to something genuinely significant.
And that's actually more realistic for most people living normal, busy lives.
Anyone can start with small steps. That's exactly what makes it feel possible rather than overwhelming.
All right, let's talk about the harder side of things now, the challenges, because everything sounds straightforward when we talk about it like this, but actually doing it every single day is a different story.
Yes, very different. For me, the biggest challenge is that I do not always feel like doing things. Some days I just feel genuinely lazy and unmotivated, even when I know I should be doing something.
And on those days, even the small tasks that are normally easy start feeling enormous.
So now I try to just start with something really tiny, almost embarrassingly small, just to break the inertia.
Starting always helps. Once you actually begin moving, it is not nearly as hard as it felt before you started. The resistance lives mostly in the period before beginning.
Yes, the mental battle happens in the moments before you start, not usually during the work itself.
Another real challenge for me is fear. That voice that says, what if I try properly and I still fail? What if I put in the effort and it does not work?
I completely get that feeling, but I think not trying at all is genuinely worse than trying and failing, because when you try, even if it does not work out, you learn something real.
Exactly. And failure does not mean the journey is over. It usually just means you need to try again with something slightly adjusted.
Comparison also makes everything harder. When you see other people appearing to do very well, you start feeling behind and inadequate.
Especially on social media where everything looks polished and effortless. It feels like everyone else is moving fast and you're somehow standing still.
But we're not seeing their full picture. Everyone has struggles and difficult chapters. They just do not show those parts.
So I try more and more to focus on my own path. It's not always easy, but it genuinely helps to keep returning to it.
Reminding yourself that you only need to improve a little, not be like anyone else, just a little better than yesterday.
Motivation dropping is another real challenge. In the beginning of anything new, you feel so excited and energized. Then that energy gradually fades.
Yes, when that happens, I try to go back and remember why I started in the first place. What was the original reason? Reconnecting with that gives me a push forward again.
That's a really good strategy. I also take small, planned breaks sometimes. It helps me feel refreshed and ready again, rather than completely depleted.
Because doing everything non-stop without any real rest just makes you exhausted, and then you start feeling like quitting everything.
And stress is another significant problem. When there are too many things demanding your attention at once, it feels completely overwhelming.
So taking one step at a time really helps, not trying to tackle everything simultaneously, just one task, then the next.
And not giving up after a bad day is so important. Bad days are going to happen no matter what, but they do not decide your whole story.
You can always start fresh the next day. That option is always available to you.
Challenges are completely normal. Everyone who's trying to do anything worthwhile faces them. The difference is continuing through them.
Not just winning, but continuing. That's what really counts.
All right, let's talk about mindset now, because at the end of everything, how you think about things makes an enormous difference.
If your thinking is consistently negative and self-critical, everything feels heavier than it needs to be. But if your thinking is even a little calmer and more balanced, things feel more manageable.
And I don't think you need strong, unwavering confidence all the time, just a small, quiet belief that you can improve. That's genuinely enough to keep moving.
Yes, not I will be perfect, just I can get a little better. That feels real and honest and achievable.
Patience is also so important, and I still genuinely struggle with that one.
Same, honestly. We all want faster results than we're getting, but most meaningful things in life simply don't work at the speed we want them to.
And when results feel slow, we start doubting ourselves, wondering if we're doing something wrong or if we're just not capable enough.
But slow doesn't mean nothing is happening. It just means it needs the time it needs.
And noticing small wins more often really helps with that. We usually walk right past them without acknowledging them at all.
Like finishing something you planned or staying consistent for a few days in a row. That's real progress worth recognizing.
When you actually notice and acknowledge it, you feel a little more confident, a little more capable, and that builds on itself.
And being genuinely kind to yourself matters so much, not blaming yourself harshly for every single mistake.
Because mistakes are going to happen regardless. They're simply part of the learning process. Always have been, always will be.
Comparing yourself less to others also helps enormously. Everyone is on a completely different path, moving at a different speed, dealing with different circumstances.
We forget that so easily. So instead of comparing, it's so much better to focus on your own progress, even when that progress is small.
Small is completely okay. Small is how everything worthwhile gets built.
The people around us also matter more than we sometimes acknowledge. Wow, they really do.
Good, supportive people make everything easier. They encourage you when you need it and believe in you when you've stopped believing in yourself.
And people who consistently bring negative energy can genuinely drain you without you even realizing it's happening.
So protecting your energy is important. Not everything and not everyone needs your full attention and emotional investment.
Sometimes the wisest thing is to simply step back from negative influences and keep your mind clear and focused.
And when your mind is clear and relatively calm, moving forward feels so much more possible.
So if we look at everything we've talked about today, success is not one single big thing. It's many small things working together over time.
Small steps, daily actions, simple habits, and also mistakes and problems, and learning and recovering. All of it is part of the picture.
It's not a straight, clean line, not even close.
So if you feel like you haven't succeeded yet, maybe you're simply in the middle of your own journey.
Still moving, still learning, still showing up.
And that already means more than you might realize right now.
Just keep going, even if it's slow. Slow is still real progress and it still counts.
We would genuinely love to hear what you think. What does success mean to you right now in your life? Share it with us in the comments.
We always read them and we love hearing your perspectives.
And if you enjoyed this conversation, please follow the podcast for more simple and honest English conversations like this one.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Check out the pinned comment. We've left a little challenge for you all. I'm John.
Yes, it's really important for us to read your comments. And I'm Sarah. Bye, everyone.